Okay, Black Friday, second go around. This second stack is from Bell Book and Comic in Dayton, Ohio, which is a really nice store. They were having some specials, but I stayed mainly in the quarter, 50, $1, and $2 frame of mind with my books. So we'll start off with the 3 for $1 books, and the first one is this Dennis in Hawaii. This is a book that I didn't know about until I started in with watching Cartoonist Kayfabe, so I've never even looked at it before. It's a nice chunky book. I don't know what printing this is. It looks like the printer is Hall Den. I don't know, but it's cool, and I'm definitely planning on checking it out. I got a copy of Replacement God, which I had lost mine in the flood. Vampirilla Shadowhawk Creatures of the Night. I kind of just grabbed this one to pad out so I could get 3 for $1. Because the other 3 pulls were the first 3 issues of Event Comics Ash by Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. I always meant to pick this book up as a kid, but my budget was very limited. I like Quesada's style, and the pitch on this that the superhero was a firefighter is my dad was a firefighter in New York, so I always thought that was kind of cool. So those are my 3 for $1 books. I picked up a bunch of junky Conans, as I said in the last video. The best thing that you can do when you are pulling books is buy Bronze Age Conan the Barbarians. They are usually good to go to pick up at any point and read. I'm trying to put a collection together, but right now these are kind of my faves, so I like to look at those. I picked up a bunch of issues of Alf. I'm looking to finish out my run of Alf. This book right here, issue number 3, I actually have an original page from this issue of Alf. But as the comic goes on, it ran for an impressive 50 issues, but I guess at around issue 40, Alf was canceled off of television. So I don't know if it was selling well enough to go on for another year, but it did because it went on to 50. And some of the later issues are kind of hard to find, especially, I think, like 46 through 50. And some of them are a little, one of them is kind of stupid because it has a suggestive cover that drives the market price on it up to an insane degree. So I got that's issue number 40, issue 41, 44, 46. And I think after 46, they become a little bit hard to find. Okay. Romance comics. Charlton, I prefer the DC romance comics, but Charlton published a bunch. So I got this nice copy of For Lovers Only. I am a lover, so I was able to buy it. And an issue of I Love You. I also got this beat to hell copy of Career Girl Romances, because it was 50 cents, and if I didn't buy it, nobody was gonna. 2 beater issues of Kamandi, the Last Boy on Earth. I need copies of these issues for my run. So at 50 cents a piece, these can stand for that until I find better ones. This one's especially in rough shape. And also a pretty good shape issue of Mr. Miracle 17. I am more interested in sort of the New Gods and Forever People, but I pick up Mr. Miracle when I see it. That's a good price for that. I picked up this 50-cent issue of Justice League of America, mainly because I liked Batman's little bat scooter and his bat space outfit. I'm not really super interested in Justice League of this era, but still, it's a fun cover. Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers, another 50-cent pull. Definitely pull that late era Kirby whenever I see it. The Futurians by Dave Cockrum. I've never read this, but Dave Cockrum is a beast when it comes to designing superhero characters. Like, that Cockrum style is definitely great. And it's funny to see how, like, kind of as time goes on, some of those classic characters, like for the X-Men, people really bend over backwards to try to change and improve those costumes, and you really can't. So, first issue, definitely worth a look. $1. Dragon Chang by Tim Truman and Tim Bradstreet. I think that's another kayfabe recommendation. Instant Piano #1. This is sort of a jam book. I don't know how you'd call it, like maybe like a anthology with just some insanely talented cartoonists like Kyle Baker, Evan Dorkin. Good stuff. First issue. Also picked up the first issue of Patty Cake, which is a book I remember enjoying in the 90s. I didn't have this one ever. And then I picked up the first issue of Barry Windsor Smith's Storyteller from Bell Book and Comic when I was there for $1. And there's 2 more. So I've got 1, 3, and 4. I've got to find number 2 to complete at least this first run, I guess, of it.